come in?
Yes, of course. Good morning.
I'm sure you must be wondering why I'm here.
You're my sister. You don't need a reason.
Thank you for saying that. But actually, I have one.
You going with backless?
Yeah, why not?
Well, you always talk about the conservatism of our couture clients.
Women like to feel daring and desired. It never changes.
I don't mind being a captive audience for your design philosophies, Plato. I mean, Ridge, you're not thinking about poaching Caroline from Hope for the Future, are you?
Oh, I was just looking over his shoulder.
Unless she wants to be a little more hands-on. Is that what you want?
You're happy with where you're working, right?
I am working with Rick, and I'm proud of all of our accomplishments.
You know, Ridge works with me, too. Somehow he easily forgets. Speaking of people that work with us, are you the reason my mom hasn't been coming around here?
I don't think so. You'd have to ask Brooke.
You know how long she's been waiting for you to come home?
Yeah, she's been waiting a long time.
So what's the problem?
I'm not sure if I should loudly change the subject or if I should just quietly leave the room.
Part of the family now, sink or swim. I've been talking to your mom.
Talking. That's it? It's always been my assumption that actions speak louder than words.
Your receptionists are a joke. Hi, Bill. How you doing? Well, good, thanks. How are things going here at Forrester Creations? Well, I hope I'm not interrupting the flow of your creative process.
No, you're not.
So tell me, when you... Cover your ears. So when you were a kid, teacher wasn't looking. You ever draw dirty pictures just between you and me?
Uncle Bill! Were you looking for me?
Well, I do own part of Forrester Creations, so just checking on my investment.
It's funny, you always say that.
Well, even funnier, it's always true.
I know. It's funny.
So tell me, this guy over here, is he treating you the way a newlywed husband should be?
I wake up every morning thinking no one should ever be as happy as I am.
Good. Glad to hear that. Now, as it happens, I was looking for someone, and I found him.
Well, you could borrow Ridge if you two want to go out for coffee and croissants.
I'm kind of comfy here. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't give a rat's ass.
Rick! Can I show you something?
Sure.
Okay, well, it's downstairs. Okay, come on. Yep. Thank you, Ridge. It was good to see you, Uncle Bill.
Yeah, you too, sweetheart. I love that girl. Speaks her mind. As opposed to her mother, who is a passive-aggressive
What
mess.
can I do for you, Bill?
Do you know where you can find the best croissants? Paris.
I agree.
Good. So if you hurry, yeah, you can make the last flight there.
I had a visitor at the office. Do you know who it was?
I'm sure you get lots of those.
It was Bill.
Oh, well, that couldn't have come as too much of a surprise.
Do you know why he was there? He said he wanted me back.
I told you that would happen.
Did you put those words in his mouth?
You think I have that kind of power?
Yes. Was he on an errand from you?
Bill does what he wants to do. He doesn't take orders from anybody.
So this is the first you've heard of it. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I've been really consistent with Bill. He knows that I believe that his place is with you and his family.
But he doesn't believe that, does he?
Katie, if he came to you and told you that he wanted to be with you, then you should listen.
Who was he trying to convince? Was he making me an offer that he knew I would refuse to score points with you?
You need to relax.
I can relax with my clothes on.
Well, they get awfully damp.
Ha ha ha.
Will you look at the sacrifice that I'm making?
I'm looking. I don't see any sacrifice.
My hair! It's gonna be a disaster the whole rest of the day, but I am willing to look like a drowned rat for you.
You couldn't look bad if you wanted to.
I'm sorry, the steam, I couldn't hear.
I said that you couldn't look bad if you wanted to.
I'm sorry, what?
I said...
You know, I don't know why people don't use the steam room more often.
Oh, trust me, it's seen plenty of action.
Did you used to bring what's-her-name down here?
Maya? No.
No, not her. The other one.
Which one?
How many other ones are there?
I thought this was supposed to be relaxing.
So I find myself wondering
Oh, let it out. Wonder aloud.
why my place of residence would be any concern of yours.
I find myself wondering why you can't put down your little pencil and look me in the eye.
You haven't given up, have you?
Well, that is a personality trait of mine. On what?
On Brooke. I'm not sure what else it would be an obstacle to.
No, you're not an obstacle. You're a tease, a spoiler. What does that smell? Oh, that's your stink of superiority. Your condescension rises off you like a fog, and it's oh so terribly sad because you see everyone around you as defective. So off you go to Paris. I'm simply suggesting that you speed that process along.
I'm sorry, you lost me in the middle there. So Brooke is done with you. It was a terrible lapse of judgment. So really, this has nothing to do with me. It's everything to do with you. She wants you to go back to your wife. You agree with that, right?
You need to leave her alone.
I'm busy.
What is your deal? Is it just a sadistic tendency? You like to watch Brooke beg? You like making girls cry? That kind of gets you
My
off. It's a
deal,
little creepy.
Bill, is I thought it was coming back to a life that I remembered.
Well, then why don't you go for it? You just told me that she's done with me, right? Say the word. She'll shower you with rose petals.
You know, I think you underestimate how repulsive a person you are. Person you are and everything you stand for. And you hands on my wife, that keeps me up at night.
What is wrong with me reminding Bill of what he owes you and your child?
Nothing. Nothing. I should just learn how to trust my instincts, that's all.
About what?
About you, about Bill, about all of this. I knew he was lying.
Oh, come on, Katie. He knows what he did was wrong. He's trying to make it right.
Wrong is not part of Bill's worldview, and you know it. Let me guess. Did he say, well, Katie won't take me back. I went to her. I tried. She's impossible.
I talked to him, if that's what you're asking.
And did it proceed from there to, Brooke, you're the love of my life. Katie's not having it. We can't go back. And what did you say?
I just told him he shouldn't be here. I told him never to come here.
Did you tell him to try harder? That I would take him back eventually? I mean, Brooke, is that really what you want from me?
I want you to be happy and be with the man that you fell in love with, the man that you married.
A man who wants you.
Okay, I just want to do the right thing.
I believe you. And the funny thing is, so do I.
It's working.
What is?
You dragging me here against my will.
You know, I know that you get exasperated on occasion, but I really do think that you're handling it well. Ridge being back so suddenly.
You like Ridge, don't you? Damn it. Every woman likes Ridge.
No, everyone likes Ridge.
I've got some serious resentments about how he treated my mother. Being at his throat all these years has made my mom that much more miserable, so I'm just trying to take a step back, you know, and put it behind me because I know just how much he means to her.
All due respect to your very sensitive nature, you weren't there. You have no idea how it went down between Brooke and me.
Well, there's nothing more to say.
And why is that?
Because if you think that there's a set of circumstances that would justify you dumping your sick wife and sleeping with her sister, we're not on the same planet.
Now let's just put the brakes on, back that up a little bit. Is this the same self-righteous high horse you were riding over a year and a half ago when you dumped your wife on your honeymoon over a text? Now, I went to Katie, and I told her that I wanted to try and fix what we had. Now, I believe that that's more than you have done to try and repair your family, isn't it?
Now, that's a high horse.
Do you sleep with Brooke? Oh, come on now. You don't have to be shy. We're just a couple of guys talking. I mean, I know you were at the house because I saw you there. Yeah, I didn't think so. You want me to think that you did, but it didn't happen. If it had, you wouldn't be playing this little coy routine. You'd be gloating.
I forgot how well you know me.
And it wasn't Brooke who said no. I know that, too. It was you. You couldn't bear the thought of touching where I had already touched. Wow. You would walk away from a woman like that over little old me. This is a whole new power that even I didn't know I had.
Let's review. Can we do that?
Sure.
Katie doesn't trust you. Probably never will. Brooke knows what she wants. That doesn't include you either. And now you're sleeping on your boy's couch. You're the poorest rich man I know.
Or the richest poor man, but of course that's just semantics, isn't it? Listen, go, stay, Paris, Timbuktu. I really don't give a damn because I realize now that it just doesn't matter. You know, I'm not immune to looking down on people, the pleasures of that, but you elevate that to an art form. You're just too good for this world, aren't you? The rest of us, we just have dirty hands, and that will not do. Not for you.
You know what I think, Bill? I think you should stay away from both of them.
You really think I should just take Bill back? That I should say, okay, sure, we can reside in the same house and you can sleep in your bedroom and I can sleep in mine. And maybe I should swallow that bitter pill for my son. Maybe that's how Ridge feels, trying to put the pieces of his life back together with you.
You loved him, Katie.
Yes, I did.
He used to make you happy.
Yeah, we were very happy.
You had some quarrels, but for the most part, you loved each other. I mean, why can't you find that again?
Because he lied to me. And to you.
I want to know is how the steam is not burning us, yet the boiling water would.
What I want to know is when my dad is going to fix this situation. I mean, Ridge sails in out of the blue, not needed. No one missed him. Perches himself at the top command in his own mind as if we were all just sleeping in our own separate pods waiting for his return. I'm on this constant collision course with his delusions of grandeur.
Would it be too much trouble or possibly in bad taste for me to have a moment of crisis?
Now?
Do we think that getting married ruined everything?
We don't. Why?
Well, I mean, here we are. Alone. Hardly dressed at all. And you don't seem overcome with lust at all.
Oh, I totally am.
Okay.
The last thing is great. I see it lasting 40, 50 years. You know what I really appreciate is all the other things. Like this thing. Knowing that I needed a timeout.
I think my moment of crisis is okay now. You can go back to yours.
Mine's okay, too.
I should go.
What did I say?
Nothing. You asked the wrong question, that's all.
Why you couldn't love Bill again?
Yes. It's not important.
Yes, it is. It is important. If you could just try to get that feeling back.
I would do anything to get that feeling back. But I can't just wish and make it so. I'm not you. You fall in love and out of love so easily. And you're completely secure with the fact that love will always be there for you. So when a relationship doesn't work out, you know that someone else is just around the corner and you'll be able to capture that same excitement, that same feeling with him.
Is that really fair?
I can't love the way you do, Brooke. For so long, Bill was the only person I could see. I couldn't imagine taking a breath without him. He was the love. He was the life that I wanted.
You can have that life still. Bill wants it
No,
also.
I can't. I don't even know who he is anymore. I keep waiting for the man I fell in love with to show up. But he's lost to me. And ultimately, you're lost to me too. I don't know if I'm coming or going. I am just trying to figure out how to move forward in this life that I don't recognize. I'm just trying to make the best of what I have left.
Katie, wait. Stop.
Just don't.
Please, this is not what I wanted for either of us. What do you want? Whatever you want, I'll do it.
I don't know what to do, Brooke. I wish I had an answer for you. I just don't know.